Rosemary, aka Madam Orange, right here with Native Radio. So where are we? We are at Cardiff Music Conference right here at Club Before Back. So what are we doing? We are capturing behind the scenes content, exclusive interviews, exclusive everything. We are right here in the center of it all, and we are going to get the heart of Cardiff music. So follow through. So, hey. Oh, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Ats. I'm 17. I'm from St. Mellons. I rap now and then. And yeah, I make music. I enjoy making music.
Amazing. So you have been named essentially a young and up-and-coming rapper. So how long have you been making music? You're so young. How long have you been making rap?
I started off in the local youth club around the age of like 12 with people that are in this room right now. And yeah, I've been trying my best. It started off as a hobby, but now I can see people relate to my music, so potentially earn an income from it. Like, yeah, it's something I like to do. So.
Amazing. And what artists inspire your sound, your music?
Who could I say? I don't want to put no one on the spot, but what do you mean in Cardiff or like in general? Right, in UK rap right now, obviously you just got people like, I rate Grubble, I'm not too sure if you know who that is. I rate J Huss, yeah, I rate Dave, yeah, just all the usuals, man.
Yes. I can tell you've got excellent taste. As soon as you dropped J Huss and Dave, I was like, okay, this man's got taste. I want to hear what you sound like as well. So how would you describe your kind of music?
I try to be versatile, so I started off just doing rap, mainly drill, just because they're easiest. But yeah, I've done some wave, I've tried singing some R&B. But yeah, I've got all sorts of music in my files ready to be released.
And usually what kind of topics you talk about? So if someone was to be like, oh, I want to listen to At's music, but tell me, what kind of like messaging or lyrics should I expect from you?
I just say what I live more time. Like, I don't say nothing I don't do. Everything I do in my rap is I'm inspired. I fluffed up on that one. Stop, yo.
Speak your truth.
What was the question again? Sorry.
What kind of so if someone was to listen to you and they were like, oh yeah, this is At's music, they'll be like, oh, he speaks about this kind of stuff, he speaks about that kind of stuff. What would you say that is?
I mostly speak about that struggle, where I've been, how I've come up, things that happen in my life that other people might relate to. And yeah, sometimes I try to write in other people's perspective, so other people try to relate to it, so I get more people, you get me more people to mess with my music. Yeah.
So basically your sound is really rounded. You kind of like, you tap into a little bit of everything to like create what you create basically, yeah?
I try my best to, yeah, I'd say so.
Amazing. So do you want to plug your social so people can find you and listen to your music?
Yeah, my Instagram is atss.moe, and yeah, that's where you find me. On my YouTube is @music. Yeah, that's it, man.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference. Right. Firstly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Jessica K. Jessica, JESSIKA _ KAAY.
You heard that. Firstly, I want to say I saw you perform out there with AG. How was that?
I was nervous, but I think it went well. I did a little reggae thing because I know everyone loves reggae. And I think it went really good. I think it went well.
It was so good. I'm not going to lie, all of us were just dancing behind it. We did a bit of candy. It was great. So, are you excited about performing here at Cardiff Music Conference?
I'm very excited to perform here at Cardiff Music Conference. I got some new stuff, some old stuff. I got a bit of a different vibe. Obviously, I'm an R&B singer, but I thought I'd bring my reggae. I got a little bachata. I got a little bit of everything. I'm even maybe doing a little bit of rapping, maybe.
Oh, she said diverse. Yeah. She said a woman of every variety. We love that. So you were here last year as well. What was that like?
Last year was amazing. I had a band with me last year, and it was a lot of variety. We did some covers. We did some like slow, like chill, like ballads even. So last year was really, really good. It's a bit different this year, but the vibe's gonna still be there.
So basically we're seeing the evolution of Jessica K right here at Cardiff Music Conference. I'm excited for that. So where can people find you on socials if they wanted to follow you?
Okay, so like I said, JESSIKA_KAAY, that's Instagram. And I have TikTok as well. It's got a different name, but I don't like to. You can find that one. If you find it by accident, that wasn't me. You know what I mean?
That's not her. That's not me. It's an alter ego. Yes. And have you got any other upcoming gigs in case anyone wanted to listen to you, or any new music coming out you wanted to drop?
So I am working on an EP at the moment. I'm taking my time with it though, because I'm trying to find my style, and I got all the time in the world really. So expect an EP this year. It might be a two-parter. Yeah, because I'm not doing a whole album, but it might be a two-parter.
She said she's going to take her time and she's going to give you something good, real good. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out with us, and good luck for the rest of your show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
No worries, girl. Right, do you want to introduce yourself to the people?
My name is Tebow. I'm 20 from Cardiff, South Wales. Hit out all my socials, Tebow.d7 on Instagram, TebowOfficial7 on TikTok.
He is a professional, straight up. He was like, name, age, location, where to find him. I like that. I rate you. So firstly, what kind of music do you do?
So right now, I want to be like versatile in the scene. So I want to be able to put my foot into every pond, if that makes sense. But right now, I'm focusing on my real rap, like Mars Malone's, Pot of Paper, all of that.
Nice. And so if someone was to listen to your sound and you had to compare it to any rapper or any musician out there, what would you say your sound is similar to?
Right now, I would say like it would be Mars Malone's, K Money, all of them, man. But before like now, it used to be like Nems, Kid Wild, like people like that. I used to like make jumpy that music.
And so obviously everyone has their reasons for going into music, etc. So what kind of pushed you into the direction of being like, yeah, I'm going to get into this. This is a bit of me.
So I started making music like a couple of years ago with my boys, like in Silk Rain studio. If you do go to any studio, Silk Rain is the one. So I went there and I enjoyed it in it. So I thought to myself, let me actually do something with it. And then so now I make music like because it's like my therapy, innit? Like whenever I feel a type of way, whether I'm happy, sad, angry, I just put it on paper and see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like so many people can relate to that. The whole idea of music being like a way to express yourself, your therapy, to soothe you, whatever emotion, everything. It's like that. So then, which kind of like other artists outside of your genre then would you say inspires those kind of like? It basically inspires your music even further. So if you had to push beyond like rap, I feel like a lot of artists, especially hip hop artists, they're like, oh yeah, I listen to like some soul, some other like, do you have anything like that pushes beyond?
Like if it weren't rap, like I can't like, this is gonna sound mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the person I listen to the most would be like Billie Eilish.
Really?
Yeah. I can't like, she's cold. She asked me like jamming in the middle of the night, just jamming.
I feel like everyone's giving me like rappers. I'm like, you guys, I know you lot are listening to something else. I know you're listening to something else.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like she just has me jamming.
I get it. Is there a particular Billie Eilish song that really has you jamming?
I'm not sure what it's called. I think it might be called Wildflower.
How does it go?
I want you to stay. Please don't save me. Oh no, Birds of a Feather, that's what it is.
That birds of a feather.
We should stick together, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a banger,
We're all there.
The video of me just dancing to it in the middle of the night.
I need to see this video. I need to see this video right now. Oh my god.
I think it might be on my phone.
Oh, guys, we're getting an exclusive video of this guy. Oh, yes. Oh my god, I need to see this ASAP. Amazing. So, in terms of people finding you, you plugged it a bit earlier, but definitely plug again if you've got any shows or anything coming up. Just make sure people can find you as well on socials.
So, my name is Tebow. As I said, I'm 20 from South Wales, Cardiff. I go studio Silk Rayon, link with Silk Futures, best thing in the game. If you want to find me anywhere, find me on Instagram, Tebow.d7. Find me on TikTok, TeboOfficial7. Hit my line. If you want to collab, anything, show me love, just that's the place to send me something.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You've been an absolute vibe. You've been an absolute... I'm expecting that video, yeah? I'm expecting that video. Send it through to Native. Thank you so much. Hey, so do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Replay, I'm 16, from Cardiff, living in Carmarthen.
Nice, straight to it. So, I saw you rapping a bit earlier, and I was like, this guy's got flow. Like, I was just like, okay, he's good. So, what inspires your sound? What made you get into the rap game in the first place?
Well, I do a bit of everything, but at the start, it was my brother was a rapper. He's a lot older than me, so when he started music, I thought I'd give it a go when I was little. And then I stumbled upon this studio, this little foundation called Sound Progression. They basically help young artists develop their craft, give them gigs, give them somewhere to record their songs, and they're the reason I'm on this lineup today. So I started working with them a couple of years ago, and like I've done things like perform for Ed Sheeran, I performed for DJ AG earlier, I've been on loads of the news channels. It's been amazing, and I couldn't have done it thanks to them.
Wow, the fact that you're also like so young as well. I was thinking you're a bit older with like the way you had your flow. I was like, okay, he's been in the game for a while, but straight up, you're on that. So, if you had to then kind of like share the artists that inspire your sound and that's really got you to like hone in your craft, who would you say are the artists that inspired you?
I'll tell you what, the artist inspired, he was my brother, Cam. He was my brother, yeah, my big brother. Like, I wouldn't have started it if I didn't see him, you know, doing his thing. Like, I would have like listened to the rap music, but I never would have started it. Never thought I could do it.
That's actually so beautiful. Why do I feel teary-eyed? That's actually so cute because I've got a big brother as well. Oh, that's actually so sweet. So if people wanted to be able to find you and listen to your music, what socials, do you have any events coming up? Make sure you plug yourself.
Well, the best social to search me up on is Replay, Instagram. It's one word, Replay Music with 2 U's in the music. There's links to all my channels there. I post regularly, let you know what's going on. I also own an events company, Replay Events, so I host events. I've been doing it once every month. I've done about 5 so far, 4 this year, and we're trying to keep it going. I've worked with Valley Events and the Event Entrepreneurs community as well.
Amazing. Genuinely keep it up. The flow that you had at such a young age, I can imagine your future is so, so bright. So good luck for your future, and thank you for interviewing as well. Yeah, perfect. I just want to make it clear that we had to wait a moment for him to find his glasses to put them on. He had to put his alter ego on real quick. So do you want to introduce yourselves to the people?
Yep, I'm J Lone, not J Lo. I can't shake ass. But yeah, J Lone.
Nice. So what kind of musician are you?
So I'm a rapper. So I pretty much just draw from inspirations from, you know, real life situations, mixed with comedy, you know, just a unique style, a unique flow.
As soon as you said like unique style, unique flow, I was like, so if I said right now, give us a quick little 1 2 1 2, you could? Could you give us a quick free flow? Could you? Okay, 1 2 3 4, go.
Nah.
He said potentially, it was like, nah, not at all. Right, okay, so yeah, what kind of like musicians inspire your sound? So if anyone was to describe your sound, I was like, oh, he sounds like this, he sounds like that, who would it be?
I wouldn't say I sound like anybody. Because if you listen to my music, not a lot of people sound like me. But my inspirations are 50 Cent, there's a guy called Larry June, Kendrick as well. So pretty much just those 3.
So those are like your main 3 kings of hip-hop for you?
Yeah.
Nice. So then, what made you get into music? What made you get into rapping in the first place?
Yeah, I was going through a tough time, so I started writing poetry, and then because I've never really been good at writing in a diary, so I thought, okay, poetry, I'm expressing my feelings. So then over time I just kept doing that, and then last year I started making my own beats. So making my own beats on top of rapping, for me it's like, yeah.
So if people wanted to find your music, so they could get a feel of your sound, and if they could find you on socials, where would they be able to find you?
So Instagram is _SFJ9 _. Spotify is JLone, JAYLONE. TikTok is JLone662.
Amazing. Well, good luck for your future. I'm really looking forward to listening to this sound as well, this comedy hip hop kind of fusion. I'm really curious. Next time you gotta give me a free flow beat though. I'm expecting, okay? Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Hey, so I feel like we're matching low key, you know? I actually clocked, we're actually kind of matching. It's fake, guys. So do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Mr. Richie and I'm an artist, I'm a writer, and I'm a storyteller as well.
That was nice. I like that. Storyteller, artist, writer, brilliant. So what kind of sounds do you reflect through your storytelling?
So I'm a man of many different genres like rap, grime, garage, drill. I believe I just go where my mind goes. I don't know how to do one thing. I'm all over the place, but I'm working on it.
So you really are so focused and honed on developing your skills and developing in that space, yeah?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the story needs to be told, the lyrics need to be written, the song needs to be recorded. So if it's a thing where I've got to step outside my comfort zone to tell that story, then by any means, I'm down.
So if anyone wants to listen to your music, what kind of lyricism should they expect? What kind of words that would they hear?
It's it's a thing where you're thinking it, but you're not saying it. You're thinking it, but you're afraid to say it. Yeah.
I like that. So you're reflecting the true thoughts and minds of the general people, but you're I'm gonna say I don't care.
Yeah. Sometimes it may be seen as a fact, it may be seen as an opinion, but it all depends on how you take it. Yeah.
That's good. That sounds interesting. Sounds punchy. So then, is there any particular artists that really inspire your sound, that really push and drive you?
I'll probably say Dave. I started at the same time as him, or before him, I was starting. But then when I heard him, I was like, okay. Because everyone else, I didn't really I couldn't correlate with them on a level that I can with Dave. You know, I listen to gigs, I'm like, yeah, he's good, but I'm not from Peckham. Yeah, there's 50 Cent, but I'm not from New York, you know? So there was I feel with Dave and Stormzy and Jay Huss, there was a relatability to be black British. And we didn't have that growing up. So now we're in a good space with music. Everyone's projecting their insecurities, acceptance, their diaspora. People are telling where they're from in their songs now. Yeah.
So if anyone wanted to listen to your sound and get to know you and your music, where can they find you?
So on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, it's M1_Richie. It's Mr. Richie on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You can even find me on Amazon Books. I just published a book about addiction in young men. Because like I said, there's a story that needs to be told. You know what I'm saying?
Brilliant, thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the show. Hi. Hello. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have here Trishna. But introduce yourself properly.
Okay. What's happening? I'm Trishna. I am a DJ and I'm here today with New Era Talent, CIC. We are doing some graffiti, some DJ workshops and just being a general vibe for the people of Cardiff. So if you are under 25 and you want to come and write some lyrics or DJ or graph or B-girl or B-boy, we also have a drama club, a comedy club, and textiles. And basically, we want to heal through art, creating. Doing hands work is so neurologically good for you. Come and kick it with us. Hey, Rosemary.
Hey, that was, well, she's a professional. And you can tell she has her own radio show. Oh yeah. So when can we listen to you on the radio?
So you're going to hear me every Thursday morning, 10 to 11 on Radio Cardiff. And then I've got a sort of X-rated show where I could do some swears in the songs and whatnot on Diff Radio every first Monday of the month, 10 p.m. till midnight.
Amazing. I actually just wanted to slightly dive into the fact that you are one of few female DJs here in Cardiff, kind of pushing that like Mobo sound, all that kind of stuff. And how has it been for you being in that space, especially a woman of global majority in this space that's mostly, you know, not dominated by us? A little insight for the girlies out there.
So when I was growing up, I've been very aware that, you know, little Punjabi girls, they are seen, not heard, and you do what you're told, chup kar bus, that sort of thing means like, you know, that's enough, be quiet sort of thing. I will not be quiet, and I will not be, my life will not be determined by my gender, so I do predominantly male jobs, so entered DJ in my early 20s. Loads of boys did not support us, but that's cool because obviously we did our thing anyways, and we're still here 13 years later, and we are encouraging loads of other people to be who they can't see. Representation is so important, and it's really important to me that, like, even though it's like, so it's the gender thing, but also like being a Punjabi woman, I want my daughter to know that she can grow up to be whatever she wants to be. So like, I'm a trained electrician, I do stage crew, I work in the man's world, because by the time she's older, I don't want it to be a man's world, I want it to be everybody's world, that it should be all about merit, not what you look like or not who you are or who you know. You should, if you're good at something or you are interested in it, do it. And if you can make someone happy doing what you're doing, that's the best thing ever.
I love that. Thank you so much. You gave amazing insight. So if people wanted to find you, where could they find you? On socials, anywhere?
You can find me on the Instagram. Yes, I say the Instagram because I'm going to be 30 Thrive this year. At Trishna Singh Davis. That's TrishnaSinghaDavies. I will get a fun tune for it one time. Also, please big up Ladies of Rage. Just taking over the chair. At Ladies of Rage, we've got a 6 steering group at the moment. Big ups all the team. Vice Chair Asher, Safeguarding, Lejo, Missy G, who's also the CEO over at New Era Talent. And we've got Unity as well, who's the secretary. And we've got Kabina, and we've just, honestly, like, the team this year is so strong, and I'm so excited to make huge moves. And we have just secured the bag to do a Welsh project, so Club Cymuned Cymraeg. So look out for some really fun things later on this year.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Deal.
Lastly, I just want to say you look beautiful, by the way. So would you like to introduce yourself?
No one give me any instructions. I'm Sabrina. My music name's Lady SP.
I just wanted to say, I heard you earlier. You sounded amazing. The vibes, the energy you were giving. So what kind of musician are you?
I do multi-genre. I did actually start on grime, so I started rapping first, but I kind of just mix and match it now because I just do what I like to do. So if I might one day do like a whole sing song, and then the next I might just be just full grime mode, but I always just seem to switch it up and do what I want to do.
I love that. And how do you also feel like, obviously this kind of genre and spaces tends to be quite male dominated, and how do you feel as like a young woman entering this space and like taking ownership of this space, you know?
I definitely feel there's more males than females. I guess in the singing world there would be more women than men singing, so but I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Kind of just like go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. And so if you had to compare your sound to any artist, if anyone was to listen to you, who would you compare your sound to?
I actually don't feel like I'm just feel like I'm original. Like there's no comparison, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. I got my own style, and I just haven't come across anyone with the same style so far.
So if you want to plug your socials for people to be able to find your music and you, any Instagram or any gigs you have coming up as well.
My Instagram's ladysp /4/20/1999, and I've only got a couple of songs on SoundCloud. It's actually quite hard, like in the music industry, to actually get yourself out there, because you got to think about like the music videos. You gotta pay for studio. You got to pay for instrumentals. You know, you don't want to get done for copyright. So it is quite a process, and you know, a lot of my good songs are stuck on email at the moment, so that's the only problem. But I have got a couple of old ones, like Trouble, Everyone Loves Trouble. That's on SoundCloud under Lady SP.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you.
Bye. So I feel like there doesn't really need to be much of an introduction, but you might as well introduce yourself.
My name is Bablu, presenter, content creator, writer.
Motivational speaker.
I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm a vibe maker, vibe catcher, dream chaser, dream maker.
Rap career in the start.
There you go. It's a spoken word thing. I'm gonna just give me a word. Give me a word. I'll bounce off it.
Oh, guys, he said give him a word.
Give me a word. Give me a word. Give me a word. That week, huh? Prosperous. I said prosperous. That's a terrible word. It's monstrous. Kind of.
Preposterous.
It's what is this? It's nonsense.
It's not going anywhere.
Oh gosh. This is chaotic start. Yeah, sorry, I'm Bablu. I'm a presenter. Also have a show on Native Radio called Real Talk with Bablu. Freelance presenter, content creator, that's me, yeah.
Amazing. How have you been finding the event? I saw you out there earlier with AG as well,
So I'm actually hosting the downstairs segment. I'm upstairs now because I have a little break. So I'm just chilling, just scoping out, looking at the nice food, just meeting some people, do you get me, keeping the community alive. But in general, man, it's a good event. So many people here, so many talent, and I think that's one of the things that I love about this, there is an element of just showcasing the kind of creativity and talent we have in Wales. Even us kind of being here, you know, you got the Native, you got the Prestigious Pictures, like, bro, Prestigious Pictures literally making free music videos for people. Do you get me? Like, all that kind of, and it's industry professional. And it's, it's just good to see. Good to see.
It's nice to be part of. And I guess you kind of been here for quite a while, seeing the Cardiff music scene grow and become what it is now. So if you were to give any advice from your perspective of seeing it from the outside, for anyone who's kind of young and up and coming into space, what advice would you give them?
In terms of what though? Just in terms of what? Starting out? In the middle ground, or like,
I guess kind of like making themselves, because you're in the media space, making themselves be seen and present, because making the music is one thing, right? And everyone, you know, they understand that, but being seen is another.
Yeah, I got two things. Yeah, I got two things actually. Sorry, you just reminded me. So to answer your question, firstly, to being seen, create as much as possible. I had this. I was in Wrexham a couple of weeks ago, and there was this rapper who came to me, and he's just like, you know, I'm a dad of two and whatnot, you know, and kind of life's gotten in the way and stuff like that. And he's a rapper, and I was like, bro, why are you not creating about your life? That's a story there. The whole point of our art form is storytelling. Do you know what I'm saying? So why can't you drop the kids off and do you know what I mean, school run freestyle? He was like, yeah, I got something there. And I could just see the ignition, and I feel like we're in that space where we almost have what's that word? You know, where you think that you're imposter syndrome, or we have to do something a particular way. But bro, the way I started, I did this course thing, and I went onto these trips. I'd take my camera with me, and I'd literally tell people in the street, yo, hold my camera, please, I beg you. Hold my camera, and I'll just do my interviews, and I edit it myself. And it's like, it starts from that. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm at a level where the cameraman comes with me. Do you know what I mean? But then the second one, which I think is a lot more apparent, is is the what's it called? The burnout, right? It's the burnout, it's the non-creativity, and it's getting into that thing of like, oh, you know, I feel like I'm not quite doing, or I can't reproduce that kind of thing that, or the same drive that I quite had. And in that moment, that's when you need to look at yourself and be like, how much are you living? Like, how much are you living? When was the last time that you put the camera down, you put your content away, you stop living for the gram and you start living within yourself? When was the last time you just chilled with your friends or your boys or your family and you just lived in the moment? Like, for me, alhamdulillah, the last 8 months, 9, 10 months, I can't remember how long now, but obviously I got married recently. Do you get me? I'm sitting on a bunch of stories, amazing stories. Some that my missus might not be happy about, but I find it funny. Do you know what I'm saying? But my point is, like, there was a moment in that time I was like, man, I'm like, you know, I'm chilling while everyone else is working, but actually I'm harvesting. Do you know what I mean? I'm living life. I'm in the moment. I'm like, okay, cool. This will serve me at a later time. And I guess that my advice for people in that, my advice to other people there is to start living.
I love that. That was perfect. That was great. I feel like that's applicable to like all aspects of life within itself, any kind of creator as well. Thank you so much. You want to plug your socials?
Yes. No, I don't know. Yes, not my socials, but I'm writing a book. I'm actually writing a book. I've been writing a book for the last 2-3 years. The book is called The Notebook of a Class Clown, A Life of Lessons. So, yeah, it's all my thoughts, my feelings, things that I think that should be passed on. So, as well as I do presenting, I'm a mad thought provoker. So, yeah, give me a shout.
But what's your socials though?
My socials at bablushikda _ BABLUSHIKDAR.
Nice. And you can catch him on Native Radio as well. You can catch us both there. Yes. Nice. Thank you so much. Well, hello there. Hello. Would you like to introduce yourself to the people?
Jeez. Am I holding or are you holding? You hold. Okay. Onismo.co.uk.
Onismo.co.uk. I just want to say, firstly, I'm loving the vibe of the fit, the color coordination, the energy that is present here. What is this? What is this for?
Chevron Amethyst. So this is third eye, head reading, think a bit clearer. Speaking from a higher space.
So I basically asked that so you can get an insight into his character. You know he is very spiritual, grounded man. And so we're here at Cardiff Music Conference. How have you been finding it?
I think fascinating and very much a learning space. It's been a really, really incredible space to be in, to kind of learn, just be an observant, because it's the first time actually experiencing this conference. And from the outside, it's like trying to discover what it is. But it's been really, really insightful being here, learning and just observing and seeing the various organisations and the people that put it on as well, just to see how Cardiff is represented. And it's been fascinating to see.
And yourself, you are a creator of many things. Share with us, what do you create? What is an Ismo?
What a question. Messages, way to be able to share messages. Always was gifted like talents of being able to share through visuals, so through film, and through like that pathway of engaging with visual art. So through film and then through kind of I say explorative and experiences ventures. So right now we just recently released a new radio station. We've been leading a campaign on launching a new station. We recently did a festivals, add an S onto that, and then of course assisting other communities within the space as well, how we can do that.
And what do you think you would love, what do you feel should be more present in the Cardiff music space to kind of push and elevate it further?
Great question. Immediately it's moving beyond, I was going to say basic, moving beyond this one level, because there is an array of talent of various types of music. And we have an opportunity to platform much more than just that one type, and that's only within music. But then we have theatre, we have dance, we have fashion. These elements do exist within Cardiff, but it's about how do we platform them beyond just the surface level. Okay, you may come to a certain space and you're going to have the same type of music, same artists. No. There is many artists that are creating. Theatre-wise, there's many stories. There's a huge gap that needs to be occupied in how we bring forth our next generation of writers when it comes into theatre, next generation of writers when it comes into music, the next generation of writers when it comes into stories like film as well. So it's being able to share and carry on platforming those type of things, and invite them into these spaces and in multiple spaces that we have around, because the opportunities are there, but let's carry on platforming new and like an array of kind of artistry rather than just being so linear. I think that's an opportunity to do so.
That's a great answer. So if people want to find your artistry, then where would they find that? Socials.
Oh, okay. On the socials. So first and foremost, you can see the entire community. So Urban Stamp Hub, and us. You can get to see exactly what we kind of do, whether it's campaigns, whether it's communities, whether it's creative challenges. We're there as an artist in terms of sharing visuals and sounds and experiences on nismo.co.uk. Simple as that. ONISMO. That's I, and we're there. So yes. Otherwise, you might catch us with this one, with them ones, with them ones, with those ones, all of that as well.
I love that. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Thank you.
My name is Osama from OTID Entertainment, and I'm here with Native Radio at the Cardiff City Music Conference, which I'll be talking about navigating the music industry, but from my lens as an event promoter who has been promoting Afrobeats in Cardiff for about 6 years. So, I mean, it's been nice so far. Big up to ZP and Sharon Foundation, the Arts Council of Wales. The energy is high. Everybody here is networking and having fun, which is what I think is meant to be. Regarding my talk, I hope to inspire people to get into the industry, especially people from minority backgrounds like myself that face significant barriers. And so far, so good. I love it. So many guys here doing great stuff. I think my journey and how I've gotten from, being forced to study engineering to rebelling and studying music, and now, running a business that helps other people get into the same industry. Right now, there's a project that we have not officially announced called Comrie Unleashed, and it's to promote sports and get young people to get into sports. And there's also the Afro Wales Showcase in London. We'll announce that very soon. And for next year, we are planning the Urban Creatives Festival, and we'll get into details of all of that on our social media platforms.
Hold it, and roll. Okay. I feel like not much introduction needs to be made, considering branding. We've got AG, but do you want to introduce yourself properly?
My name's AG. I'm an open format DJ from London. Community is everything, bringing our people together, whether I go through the care home system and play music for our elders, all the way through to stepping out on the streets in different locations, interacting with our people, and showcasing talent. That's it. That's what I do.
I love that, because firstly, you saying about community, everything you've said is just circled right back to community, and I think there's such a rise in that, especially in the music and creative space, the need and desire for community, and I think what you're doing right now is like really pushing and platforming that, right?
Look, community is everything, and I just believe in bringing our people together and just trying to elevate our people. So I'm like the assist king, you know what I'm saying? The facilitator, you know what I'm saying? High five. And yeah, man, this is making our people shine, right? And that's what we need to do, more of that. More giving, less taking, more giving.
I like that, I appreciate that. I mean, like, even just following your journey from, there's so much content out there, just like in terms of like where you started from to where you are now. And I guess, did you envision this in any way? Because I feel like that's such a cliche question, but like, I actually want to know, like, what? You know?
No, look, every day is a new day, and I'm surprised all the time. But I suppose if I look back to when I started, would I ever thought I'd be in this position? No. That's it.
Exactly. I think that is a testament in itself to like so many people who are creating, just to like create and put themselves out there, right?
Yeah, look, consistency, I say, is king, and it's all about being consistent and pushing the boundaries. And maybe when I first started, people didn't really understand what I was doing, but now they get it. So it's all good.
Yeah, I think I quite understand that, the whole idea of people being like, why are you doing that? Why do you keep doing that? And it's like, some people say it's like madness and continuation, but if you really believe in something, right, you just keep pushing, yeah?
Have to keep pushing. I say this, life is too short, right? So there's something that you want to do. If you've got a vision, you've got a goal, all you can do is try, and the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work. Try something else, and I've tried many things.
Yeah, and I think that in itself a message to like I guess, the young people of Wales/Cardiff in the music scene of like trying and pushing? Because what ends up happening, I feel, for a lot of these like young people is that they feel overlooked in the scene, especially the Mobo music scene here. Do you have any words of advice for the young people trying to, I guess, make something for themselves in this chaotic space of music?
It is a chaotic space. I think, look, you have to study the greats and even study the people that are doing well now. So, I look at people like Poser, Leo State Trio, they're doing fantastic. But you have to look deeper as to why. So look, they're great, their beat choices are great, what they say is great, but more importantly, how they market themselves, their rollouts for their singles. I think a lot of people, a lot of artists do not consider the rollout strategy. They don't have a rollout strategy. And the rollout strategy is so important when you're releasing music. You need to be able to connect the dots. So it's about your content. What does your short form look like? What does your long form look like? Who can you collaborate with to help bring your content to life? Like, there's so many elements to it. But look, the reality is you've got to keep pushing. So you look at the new school, but then you look at the old school greats, the Mike GLCs of this world, who used to go, from town to town, from city to city, handing out mixtapes, selling mixtapes, like really getting on the street, going to every radio station. And that's what we need to do.
I really like that, the whole like going back to basics of just like going outside of the CD and just like listen to my music, go busk, like strip it down to the essentials. You kind of talked about collaborations as well, and that's like a key aspect of what you do, setting people up with the mic. You did that earlier as well. How was it doing it with the Cardiff lot?
Look, Cardiff was amazing, and for me, look, obviously London's my hub. That's where we do a lot of our work. But for me, I don't want to overlook and not shine a light on the rest of the country and the rest of the world. So to come here, I was very surprised. There's a lot of talent here, and I can't wait to come back.
Oh, we would love to have you back real soon, real soon. I wanted to ask then, is there any like dream collaboration you would have? If you could like pluck anyone to like grab the mic with you, who would it be?
I mean, look, for me, Drake is the big one. So Drake is who I'd love to do a collaboration with. But if I'm honest with you, look, I get more satisfaction from helping up-and-comers, people coming through, watching their journey and watching them go viral. That really, gives me a lot of satisfaction.
And I guess, when you have the platform and space to be able to support the community and like help those kind of like younger generations like get to where they need to, I guess that in itself is satisfying as well. Is there any particular ones that you have supported that you've seen have been like, oh wow, yeah, because of you, that you've been able to like push or support? Is anyone that kind of comes to mind?
There's too many to mention.
He's talking to Iceland and he's like, all of you guys are doing great, all of you guys are doing great. Well, I really hope that you enjoy your time in Cardiff and you're enjoying this conference as well. Thank you so much for taking a moment out, and good luck for the rest of the conference and everything that you're doing. Thank you so much for the community.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I mean, not much of an introduction needs to be made. We've got here Mace, the great, the greatest, the greatness in itself. How you been doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Thank you for asking. You're the first person to ask me how I am, I'm doing fine. I'm hot. I'm tired, but I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. So how have you been finding the event today with Cardiff Music Conference?
So much going on in a good way. Like the AG done the live thing by the castle, and then I forgot all this was still going on outside of that. So really good. And you've still got upstairs as well. Like I think the local's gone now. It's really good, yeah.
Obviously, I caught you perform outside with AG as well. You did a little thing, a little sprinkle. How was that?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The people seem to enjoy it, so yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, I think it went down well.
Definitely went down well. The crowd was vibing. We were all loving it. So, I mean, obviously, Cardiff Music Conference is all about, like catering to the next generation of musicians, creating space and platforms for them, and just showcasing what is out there,
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to the next generation of people, especially people going into the hip-hop genre as well, of any kind of advice, any tips, anything that you feel will, I guess, support?
I would say if you got any worries or doubts or anything, just come to things like this and it'll give you more confidence. You meet a lot more people in like the same position as you, or people who started in the same position as you and worked their way up. So just come outside. Just come outside and come to these things and not even network. I don't even like that word. Just socialize, innit? Do you get me?
I like that as well. Like I feel like the word network can feel so heavy and like uncomfortable that yeah. But actually, it's just about like chatting and communicating, like coming like-minded, right?
Yeah. Whenever someone tells me I should be networking, I'm like, oh. yeah. Literally, yeah.
No, but I wanted to also ask. Obviously, we kind of already know your sound and what makes the great is in terms of Wales. But I wanted to know what inspires your sound beyond the capacity of like Wales. What other artists are like really like pushing and driving your sound?
Oh, good question. Loads. I got loads of inspirations. So, like, I listen to so much Bob Marley. I love Skepta, Huss, Kanye, even though he's mad.
He's a little bit of mad.
Yeah. 50 Cent. So many, like. But then, obviously, I grew up on, like, my mum and my dad with, like, loads of Motown, so loads of, like, Marvin Gaye and stuff like that. Yeah, Luther Vandross, do you get me? So I got so many different influences, and yeah, I get inspired by anyone and everyone, literally. Whoever's doing sick things, I'm inspired by it. Like.
Now that you've said that, now I'm like, I want a little bit of Motown in your music. I want you to drop something with a bit of Motown influence, or some reggae or something.
I always think, oh, I'm not a real artist that I can do something like that, but I'm clueless with that right now.
Nah, it's happening, it's coming. I'm waiting, I'm ready. I want to be the first person to hear it as well.
Yeah.
I want to be the first person. Exclusive, guys.
Exclusive.
Well, thank you so much for taking a moment with us as well. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Yeah.
And in a minute. Cheers. Bye. Okay, we have a Welsh legend right here. We have, oh my God. Introduce yourself, please, I beg.
No, you recognize my face, right? I like the fact you recognize my face. My name is Benji Webb, and I sing for a band called Skin Dread from Newport.
I have seen you guys live so many times. I saw you at Download Festival, Newport Helicopter, yes, so amazing. So you're here at Cardiff Music Conference, the vibes are here, the people are here, and we're really just emphasizing on the Cardiff music scene. And what do you think is really like changing and shifting here in the Welsh music scene that is just so important to drive like the next generation?
Oh, it's hugely important, you know. I mean, the opportunities that the young artists have got in Wales at the moment is much more than what we had when I was younger trying to break through. Like stuff like you, even yourself being here and interviewing people and sharing that connection with the media and stuff and getting artists out there, young artists, you know. I mean, there's so many great Welsh artists at the moment, I can't even keep up with it, you know what I mean? But it's, you know, it's just the fact that the Welsh people need to get behind their artists and push the young. I mean, I'm walking around here and seeing some artists who've never performed before. I'm seeing artists who've been in the game a while. And it's so beautiful to see, you know, so beautiful to see.
Yeah. So for yourself then, obviously you have grown tremendously. I remember seeing on TikTok you going viral. Everyone was like, oh wait, this kind of like rock reggae fusion. What was that like for you to see yourself, like your music just like being pushed like that?
It's funny because the song that people were digging, it was written like 27 years ago. And yeah, but I mean, when mixing genres, you sort of stay fresh. You know, it doesn't lose its relevance, and you know, still got that power. But I never knew nothing about TikTok even then. My niece called me and she said, "Uncle, you know," I said, "What?" She said, your song's going viral, everybody. And she sent me about 400 people all doing this dance, you know. So it was really nice. It gave us a new lease of life. But we've never been like not doing well. You know, Skin Dread have been a band which have been around, well, like I said, for 27 years now. And we've been on a good, you know, I mean, I always look at music like, a lot of artists say they want to do it now. Nah, don't do it now. Walk down and enjoy it. Because I mean, it's not a race, you know. And if it is a race, it's a marathon, not a 100-meter dash. So all the people who are getting the success early, I'd say to those who are not getting that much success, don't worry about that. Concentrate on your art. Concentrate on what you want to do and what you want to say. you know, and that'll lead your path, you know. Because I mean, I'm one of them people who came. I've been doing this a long time in Wales. Been doing, you know, music a long time, and I feel like I'm only just getting it now. But I'm not going, oh my God, why didn't I get it? You got to be blinkered. Don't watch the other races, you know. Don't watch everybody else in the race. Run your own race, because I think that's where people will fruition. You will come to fruition when running your own race instead of worrying about next door. Stay in your own lane.
Definitely, I definitely feel like that applies to also like the young people and even the people just growing generally in the Cardiff music scene, the Welsh music scene, because I hear constantly people feeling stagnant or being overlooked here in Wales for this kind of music. It is, isn't it?
I'm better than them. I'm better than them. Listen, that don't work, man. You just gotta humble your heart, man, and just, you know what you want to do, you know what you want to say, so just hold it down. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like I said, when I started, I was expecting, like, you know, the music that Skin Dread made and Dub World, my other band. I was expecting a lot more love from the Welsh media. We never got that. You know, it was funny because the first shows we played was in London, which is a goddamn shame. So we had to go to London to get recognised in Wales. You know, that's got to stop. You know, the Welsh music scene has to get beyond their own. You know, and I would say this: the Welsh speakers, it's amazing, but we want some love when we're not Welsh speakers. Even though I consider myself to be Afro-Caribbean Cymraeg. You know, I feel strong in that, being a black Welshman, you know. I can't speak Welsh. I can say Buddha Dad and that's your lot, like, you know. But I feel like we as Welsh, as a Welsh nation, needs to get behind the non-speaking artists and the speaking artists, you know, because I think that's where the magic is to hold it together.
Thank you so much for taking a moment out to take, and also you are amazing. Can I give you another hug?
Free. T-shirts at 25
Thank you so much. Great. Clearly, all these like good brands are like round the corner. I'm not looking properly. Right. Firstly, introduce yourself, please.
I'm Nelly Nonsu. I make music. I'm Nigerian. I don't know
what kind of music do you make?
I make Afrobeats, R&B. Yeah, Afro R&B. Yeah, that's my vibe.
So, what kind of inspiration? What kind of inspiration, firstly, but also like if anyone was to compare your sound to any of these Afro R&B artists, who would it be?
I've never thought about that before. I swear. But I listen to a lot of like Black and you know Black the artist, Black, Burna Boy, Wizkid. Yeah, that's top three. Black, Burna Boy, Wizkid. Yeah.
Nice. I can kind of imagine your sound then. So how have you found today? How have you found Cardiff Music Conference?
It's been beautiful, I swear. Like, community is growing. I'm shocked. I'm just happy to be here, I swear.
Yeah. Interview.
I don't think you're ready.
Double trouble in the room.
Hello.
Well, Orange. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Rydw wedi blino, but I'm good.
Would you like to introduce yourself? Drop everything.
My name is Meg Griff. That's all you need to know.
She said exclusive only. That's all you need to know.
If you did want to know, then you can find me on Instagram at Meg_Griff_. Thank you very much.
So not so exclusive anymore.
It's something I'm only telling you, but if you don't tell anyone else, then
you're part of the inside.
We can keep it on the inside. Keep it between me and you.
So how have you been finding the event?
So good, so fun, so much talent in Cardiff. It's actually so nice to see so many young Welsh talented people in the building.
Yeah, I'm really feeling the energy here. I mean, right at the corner over there, we've got people filming music videos for all these artists who have possibly not even ever had one. You've got literally like open mic craziness going up there with AG. AG was out there earlier. Like, it's just so much going on, right?
So much going on. It's busy everywhere. There's people everywhere. What they're doing over here is actually really impressive. They're live recording it, and then they're shooting like music video, high production style videos, and he's mastering and mixing the music at the same time. What's it called? Prestigious Palace. Prestigious something, but it's sick.
They're literally like, this is what it means to have industry, right? This is what it means to actually support the community. And this is all about community. And I mean, you are a lover of music, clearly. I constantly see you out in the scene as well. This girl's outside. She doesn't know what her house is. And I mean, what does it mean to you as someone, obviously just not necessarily as a performer yourself, but someone who is part of the community? What does it mean to see and witness the growth of the music scene in Cardiff?
I mean, I think community is so important. Like, if we don't have each other, what do we have? I mean, I think a little bit of healthy competition between artists, creatives is healthy, but what's so nice about Cardiff is that everyone's just supporting each other, bringing the love, and it's just amazing.
What's been the highlight of your entire night then?
Highlight of my day today, one of the highlights definitely been the food. Whoever made the food, big up the chef.
And it was free!
There wasn't forks for a long time, and there was a lot of business going on about there's only knives, no forks. I think I had to repeat that about 7 times. But the food was really good, and just seeing, do you know what was amazing? Upstairs, DJ AG was spinning grime tracks, and he did a shout out. Any grime MCs in the building, everyone came onto the stage, and it was sick. Like, reloads, everyone was going crazy, like packed in the room. It's just amazing to see in Cardiff on your doorstep. Like, you don't get things like this very often, but it's so nice how everyone's shown up to support each other, and like, everyone just, I lost my train of thought, but everyone's like this.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking a moment out. I know you're gonna enjoy the rest of the night. I know you. She enjoys everything. She's dancing. We boogieing.
I'm trying to keep the energy up. It's moving into the nighttime now.
It's calling for sleep time, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madam Orange, for bringing the vibes.
Always gotta bring the vibes.
Interview, bringing all of the things.
Where
can we find you, by the way?
Where can you find me? Where can you find Madam? Well, we got 2. We got Club Orange, Club, CLWB, _orange, ORANGE, because I hope you can spell that. And then you've got my personal. I've been doing bits as well. Just.that.rose. It's literally a full stop. It's not the word dot. Just.that.rose.
Rosemary Dairy.
Rosemary Dairy, coming to you live with Native Radio. It has been a night. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Cardiff Music Conference for the 5th year in a row. You did it again. You brought the energy, you brought the vibes, you brought the music, and it has been amazing. You just know that Native Radio, we captured it all. We got the behind the scenes, we got the exclusive content. So make sure to follow us on all platforms on Native Radio now. We've got TikTok, we've got Instagram, we've got YouTube. That's where you gotta be. And also, you got our radio social. Make sure you're on our website listening on a weekly basis to all our shows. I've been Rosemary, and this has been Native Radio.